Hey yo! What's goody, everybody? Today's topic, AI, the age of technology. Artificial intelligence is taking our society's creativity away. So we're going over how to utilize this tool so our minds are greater than the results display. Today's three focuses is past, present, and future. So now that we're live, let's dive. Point number one, evolution. Before AI, this was just a figment of our imaginations. But now that we're here, this is dominating our generation. And all just started as a thought. Steve Jobs, the co-founder and the face of Apple, was a pioneer of our technological revolution. He says, technology is nothing. What's important is that you have faith in people and that they're basically good and smart. And if you give them tools, they'll do wonderful things with them. The primary factor was never the object, it was the person creating them. Just think about where we began. The first phone was made in 1876, but up to the 1990s, it was cool if you had one in the car. You had to wait till 2007 before Apple came out with the iPhone that was smart. And then with computers made in 1971, it was just a big box that calculated zeros and ones. Now we have tablets and laptops everywhere under the sun. And then the internet was made in 1983, but it was wired, so you had to be stuck to a chair. They became wire-free in 97, but now we can roam the internet anywhere. And then with watches, it was just two hands and you stared at the face. But now with smartwatches, it can tell you everything to date. And don't even get me started on glasses. They were just made to improve your vision. But now it can take pictures and tell you everything with perfect precision. Long story short, we've came a long ways. But in point number two, we'll go over what to do so our brains don't wither away. Point number two, utilization. So what is AI? Well, AI is technology that allows computer systems to perform complex tasks and equations that normally only humans can do through sight and understanding. Long story short, it's here to stay. After all, Mark Zuckerberg, the founder and creator of Facebook, he says Meta's AI tool is on pace to be the most used in the world. After all, it is everywhere. We have large companies using it like Google, Microsoft, and Apple, and then plenty of small companies that are trying to dabble. So, how do we, the consumers, use it? Well, the keys are understanding the uses of AI, and the first one is problems. While a passive person just wants it to solve their problems, a curious person just wants help finding the solution. After all, AI can solve all sorts of problems and equations. But if you become too reliant on it, when you're without technology, you'll be lost on so many occasions. While this person just wants the answer they seek, this person cares more about the solution's technique, caring a lot more about the steps to the equation. That way, they can improve their cognitive thinking for future occasions. So the second key is text, because while this person wants it to create their text, this person just wants an alternative narrative. And this is very common in work and school because AI text is formal, but it can be easily detected. And if it's not adjusted, it probably won't be as good as expected. Meanwhile, this person just wants to see another way to write it, thus improving their vocabulary and their reading comprehension. So instead of relying on AI, this person is using it as an extension. So the final key is creation. Because while this person's saying, make it for me, this person's using it to spark an idea. I can just say a basic example. I want a tiger in the jungle leaping over water. And based on the AI, it can make something very creative. But if you think about it, this person never made it. Meanwhile, this person used it to inspire an idea. They have AI create something, then they readjust it for what they want to appear. It's a similar concept of a movie versus a book. Despite what's shown on film, it's their imagination that got them hooked. So with AI technology evolving on our computers, in point number three, we're going to go over what this means for our future. Point number three, future expectations. AI started out very small, but then boomed in 2023. This tool isn't going away. We just have to be aware of what this is going to bring. After all, the goal of AI is to increase efficiency, decrease time, and eliminate human error. And if we're being honest, it's doing all three of those things. whether it's writing, creating, or problem solving. We just have to be aware. Bill Gates, co-founder and face of Microsoft, he says, "I have found it's a real productivity increase." He also adds, "Almost like having a white-collar worker be a tutor, to give health advice, to write code, and to help with technical support calls." Long story short, our landscape is going to change dramatically over a short period of time. Just think about AI's growth. It's gone from solving equations to search engine to now having humans' cognitive thinking and imagination. We have it in our house with Google, Siri, and Alexa. It's the control panel driving our planes and our cars. At this rate, programmable robots really aren't that far. Now, as for jobs, 40% are expected to be affected, while 60% will be exposed. The ones that'll take the biggest hits is customer service, with their cashiers and waiters, because we already have machines asking for tips, even though we use our own fingers. In regards to the tech world, it's going to be a focus towards programmers and engineers, where they'll have to shift their focus to maintaining the machinery and the gear. Now, the industry that could boom is the blue collar, because they've been neglected. Mechanics, electricians, and plumbers, those will probably pop for more than expected. Now, as the world evolves, the world is ever changing, so there's no need to be anxious. We just have to be ahead of the curve, because it's our human factor that determines how we navigate these changes. So in conclusion, AI is a great tool to have, and you shouldn't be afraid to use. Just make sure you're conscious of what it does for you. Be smart, be creative, be curious, and be intelligent, because this is artificial. You're what's relevant. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, feel free to check out the channel and subscribe, because there's more in store. From one witness to another, you are special. Hook out.